Hey guys, what is going on? Lego Man 123 are back with another video, and today in this video I'll be reviewing the Lego Creator 3-in-1 set 3102 for the Roaring Power. So without further ado, let's get into it. So obviously in this set you do get 3 builds because it is a Lego Creator 3-in-1. The main build, which is displayed on the box, is this build here. I think it is definitely really nice. And then the other 2 builds are an aeroplane which goes on the water. I'm not 100% sure on the official name, but I think it's one of those airplanes or planes where like you landed on water, and like I'm not too sure on that. But then the other build is this really awesome T-Rex build. I kind of wish I built that when I actually did get this set. So I believe this set did come out in, I believe, maybe 2015 or maybe 2016. I'm not 100% sure on the exact time when this set did come out. So I think the color scheme for this really nice car is definitely great. I love the white up here and like the sort of white stripe, and then the red definitely does look really cool, and also a bit of like dark gray from like some of the Technic pieces. But I really wish for the parts at the front here would have this really nice sort of play feature. I wish they did some sort of like translucent red color, because it does look a little strange having like a bunch of red, white, well, a bit of white, and then just having at the bottom here just a bit of translucent green. It does look really nice, but I do wish they did have translucent red. Like the back here, I think that definitely does look really cool with the translucent red. So I think the amount of detail in this really nice build for the car is definitely great, because as I did say, the color scheme is definitely really interesting, and then like the shaping and the size for this is definitely worth the price, because at the bottom it is definitely pretty solid down there, and then the shaping of it with these really nice sort of triangle pieces are definitely really cool, and then just the amount of detailing on it with like a lot of really nice features with like opening doors, and then like this feature here, which I do wish they did use translucent, not green, red. And then they have this really cool sort of boot or sort of front opening, but it is sometimes hard because like you could, as you open it, like you can break off that. So I do wish it was a little more easier, instead of like as you try opening it, like they break off. But sometimes it can actually work as it just did. So there's definitely quite a lot of sort of space in there. I'm not sure if you could fit a minifigure in there, but you could probably fit one in there. But I do wish they maybe like smoothed it out a bit by like adding red smooth tires, because it does look a little unfinished with like the red, the black, the grey, and like the sort of sand color. So I do wish they did fill that in. But really nice part usage, actually using the tooth pieces. But then apart from that, it is quite simple to actually take down. And I wish they maybe like covered up this area here where you could see the bar and clip attachment. But I can see why, because like if you were to place a brick here, then like you wouldn't be able to open it, because like the brick would actually like block the play feature. So I'm glad they didn't do that, but I wish they found a solution to do that. And then there's these really cool doors, which I think are definitely really great. I love the shaping for them. And they just have this really cool sort of play feature how you can open them up. And that is for both sides. And I like how they do have this 1x4 smooth tile in red there. I think it gives it a really nice modern look to it. And then the tires have this really nice rim piece in this silver coloring. I think it definitely does look really cool. And I believe it was a new mold for when this set actually did come out, which is definitely really cool. And it is simple to actually put in there. You just have to, as you put the tire on, you just have to like sort of push that into place, just like a Lego brick. But then it is quite hard to actually get out, so I'm not going to show that. And then the back of it has this really nice design as well. I love the sort of shaping here. The wing piece, I believe, is definitely really cool, and that can be taken off pretty easily. The white coloring here is definitely great. And then the translucent red pieces with this sort of almost like fang-like design to it definitely do look really cool. But I do wish they maybe use, I was about to say translucent, but just red pins, because I think it would have worked a lot more better. And it may be a little harder to actually see that, because you can very easily see the blue pins in there. So I wish they did use red ones instead. And then the bottom of it definitely does have a great design with using these really cool pieces. I'm not too sure on what their official name is, but they're used for like sort of attachments and sort of like movable arms on like robots or like sort of big figs. So I think it's definitely interesting how they actually use these pieces for like an exhaust on a car, which I think is a great part usage. I also really like the design for this part here, but it would have been really cool to actually see a play feature here. Like if you take the wing piece off, like you can lift it up and have this sort of area as well, just like the front. But apart from that, it has this really nice design with like the sort of different slopes they've used. So now we'll take a look inside. So the roof does come off pretty easy because it's only on a couple of studs, as you can see, and the roof is pretty simple. It's only just a plate and then two 1x5 or 6 tiles, which are in this really nice sort of white smooth color. I do wish they maybe added to the roof, maybe like have an extra level to give it that sort of extra detailing, like some sort of slope or something, instead of just a plate. But I think it does work as well because like the pattern definitely does look really nice on this plate here, because if it was sloped it may be a little hard and maybe possibly a little bulky. So it's an interesting choice how they did go for a plate roof. So now we'll take a look inside, and even the inside definitely does look really cool because it does have two seats on these really nice attachments, which I'm not too sure. I think it's a hinge or something, I'm not too sure, but they can be moved up and down. It is a little hard, but they can very easily be adjusted to like whatever size minifig you do put in there. And then on one side is the steering wheel, and that can be adjusted up and down. And on the other side, I think that's an air conditioner in the 1x2 grill piece. I think that's an air conditioner. And there's even some areas to actually like put maybe like a drink or something, like a phone. And then I'm not sure on why the Technic brick is there with the hole in the center. There might have been something there, but I may have misplaced it. And if you open up the door, it can give you a bit more of an easy access to actually adjust the chair, but it can even be a little more harder because it is very fiddly trying to do this. But I would suggest having it like that because I think it does look a little more better, but it's totally up to you. I also like how they've actually used like a tile here instead of just using a brick, because like then it's a lot more easier to actually sit a minifig in there. And then I find this really annoying. I really wish they did cover up this area here because there's just a bunch of sort of bricks and plates showing. Like we have this green cheese sloped piece, we have this I think like hinge piece here, we have this like almost like snot sort of plate where it has like a plate and then a plate on the bottom, and then just a bunch of other bricks which are used to actually create this area here and like under it. So I really wish they did cover that up because it does look it does look unfinished in a way. And that's also on the other side. Even if they had like some sort of brick here to cover that up, I think it would have worked a lot more better. So I would definitely recommend this set to pretty much anyone, a LEGO fan or a fan of LEGO cars, because this definitely does have a really nice modern feel to it with the part usage, the design for like the color scheme with the red and the white stripe. So I really do like that, and then the amount of detail on the outside and then also on the inside is definitely really cool and definitely quite modern. There are some or a few mistakes LEGO could possibly fix if they did recreate this. Maybe like change the color for the translucent green pieces. Maybe fix up like the boot because it can very easily or sometimes be like broken because of like these pieces here, like that. And then like even on the inside they could possibly include a little more, like fix up the chairs so it's a little easier to actually like adjust, and even fix up like the area here, like cover up the bunch of colors there. But apart from that, I really love the design for this. Just the amount of detail, not just on the outside but also on the inside, is definitely really cool. The amount of play features or like features on this are definitely great. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this video as much as I did making it, because I really did enjoy sharing my thoughts and opinions on the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 set 31024 Roaring Power. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. And as always, guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I can see you soon. Goodbye!